Hi guys, this is Ravi and you are listening to me on the Nifty BN channel. Today is Saturday, 29th May 2021. Welcome to the latest episode of the Post Market Analysis series, where we would be analyzing the equity and derivatives data of the most recent session and try to assess the range and market positioning for the upcoming session. Want to meet like minded traders and discuss option strategies, adjustments, and more? Just type in Discuss Nifty in your Telegram search box and join the friendly trader community. The Nifty 50 index formed a small bullish candle, resembling a spinning top on the daily chart. It continued with its higher high, higher low formation for the sixth session in a row and witnessed an intraday movement of about 74.9 points. It climbed 0.64% to 15,435.65. Friday's high of 15,469 is important as it exactly coincides with the 1.618 Fibonacci extension of the entire fall from 12,430 to 7,511. The 1.618 Fibonacci extension, also known as the golden ratio, is an important technical level, and there is a good chance that we might see some kind of supply emerging. Now, if the benchmark index manages to close above 15,470, then the next target would be 15,780 on the upside, and then 15,961 and 16,223, which are the 1.272, 1.414, and 1.618 Fibonacci extension levels of the fall from 15,431 to 14,151. Support will come in at 15,150 and 14,950 levels. 15,150 is also incidentally the weekly low of the index and therefore it has even more significance. Overall, the ongoing rally seems to be taking a pause, but a falling VIX indicates a bullish outlook. Now to data analysis. Market breadth was negative as losers outnumbered gainers. As out of the Nifty 500 stocks, 212 stocks ended in the green, 283 counters settled with cuts, while 6 remained unchanged. Redington India, Lux Industries, CDSL, and Infibeam Avenues were the top gainers, climbing in the range of 10 to 20%. There was a significant jump on the trading volumes in Metropolis Healthcare and Bharat Rasayan stocks. Volumes in the two stocks rose by almost 33.11 times and 12.53 times their 1 week average. We suggest you keep the stocks which register a breakout on both price and volume charts in your radar and wait for price action to give you a bullish signal. On the other hand, HEG, Ipca Labs, and Fine Organic Industries were the top losers, falling more than 7%. A total of 17 F&O stocks had more than 50% delivery volumes on May 28th. They are Petronet LNG, Power Grid, Hindustan Unilever Limited, HDFC Bank, Bandhan Bank, Pi Industries, HCL Tech, Alembic Pharma, Nestle India, HDFC, ITC, TCS, Dabur India, the Ramco Cements, SBI Life Insurance Company, Axis Bank, and Tata Consumer Products. Out of these, 5 stocks, namely Petronet LNG, Power Grid, Bandhan Bank, Alembic Pharma, and the Ramco Cements, recorded a good jump in their delivery percentages compared to their 1 week average. A high delivery percentage should not be seen in isolation, but in conjunction with the price movement of the stock to understand the short term trend on the counter. An increase in delivery percentage along with an increase and drop in stock prices indicates bullish and bearish trend respectively. Now to the open interest analysis of futures. 20 stocks witnessed long build-up on Friday, that is, an increase in both price and open interest. The top 10 stocks where long positions are building up are Canara Bank, Nippon Life India Asset Management, Sun TV Network, Shriram Transport Finance Company, Amar Raja Batteries, HDFC Asset Management Company, LIC Housing Finance, REC, Dr. Lal Path Labs, and Vodafone India. 15 stocks witnessed short build-up, that is, reduction in price with increment in open interest. The top 10 stocks where short positions are building up are United Breweries, Trent, Ashok Leyland, Apollo Tyres, Alembic Pharma, National Aluminium Company, SAIL, Hero MotoCorp, Emphasis, and Gujarat Gas. 50 stocks witnessed long unwinding, that is, reduction in both price and open interest. The top 10 stocks where long unwinding is seen are Page Industries, IRCTC, Bell, Nestle India, Ultratech Cement, Havels India, Indraprastha Gas, Info Edge India, Marico, and Power Grid Corporation of India. And finally, 70 stocks witnessed short covering, that is, an increment in price with reduction in open interest. The top 10 stocks where short covering is seen are Godrej Consumer Products, Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company, the Ramco Cements, Bharat Petroleum Corporation, Berger Paints, L&T Infotech, HDFC, Pfizer, Eicher Motors, and Colgate Palmolive India. Remember that the above list is formed based on general rules. Only a close look at the price movement and open interest with a high degree of involvement will help in ascertaining the actual trend. Now to the FII DII data analysis. Let's start with the retailers. The retailers were bearish on index futures and bullish on stock futures. They added 4,550 net short positions in index futures but added 1,685 net long positions in stock futures. They were extremely bullish on both index and stock options. They covered a huge number of shorts in index call options and also added a huge number of shorts in index put options. The retailers added a huge number of long options in stock call options and also added some short positions in stock put options. Now to domestic institutional investors. The DIs were bullish in the cash market but bearish in the F&O market on Friday. They added net short positions in both index futures and stock futures. The DIs also added some long positions in index put options and some short position in stock call options. Now to the key players, the FIs. The FIs were bullish on index futures and bearish on stock futures. They added some long positions in index futures but unwinded some long positions in stock futures. They were net bearish on index options as they added some long positions in index call options but added a comparatively huge number of longs in index put options. They were slightly bearish on stock options as they added some shorts in stock call options but added an even lesser number of shorts in stock put options. And finally, to proprietary desks. The pros were bullish on both the index and stock futures. They covered some short positions in index futures and added some long positions in stock futures. They were bearish though on both index and stock options. The pros added some shorts in index call options and covered some shorts in index put options. They also added a huge number of shorts in stock call options and some longs in stock put options. Now to the cash market. Both FIIs and DIIs turned net buyers in the Indian equity markets on Friday. Foreign institutional investors net bought shares worth more than Rs 931.59 crore and domestic institutional investors net purchased shares worth more than 1275.22 crore on Friday 28 May as per provisional data available on NSE. This was only the third time this month that both FIIs and DIIs were on the buying side. On a month-to-date basis though, the FIIs net sold Rs 8,427.73 crore worth of shares, while the DIIs net bought Rs 1,887.45 crore worth of shares in the Indian equity market. Now let's look at the option chain of the June 3rd weekly expiry. Options data is scattered at all strike prices, as it's the beginning of the June series. Let's start with Nifty. Maximum call open interest of 54,158 contracts was seen at 16,000 strike. This is followed by 15,500 strike, which holds 36,058 contracts, and 15,600 strike, which has accumulated 31,052 contracts. The call option of 16,000 strike has witnessed fresh OI addition of more than 26,265 contracts, and it also holds maximum cumulative open interest of 54,158 contracts. Maximum put open interest of 34,190 contracts was seen at 15,300 strike. This is followed by 14,500 strike, which holds 31,875 contracts, and 15,000 strike, which has accumulated 31,518 contracts. The put option of 15,400 strike has witnessed fresh OI addition of more than 22,175 contracts, and it holds cumulative open interest of 29,454 contracts. Maximum percentage change of OI was seen at the 16,750 strike on the call side and at the 13,300 strike on the put side. But this data is not of much significance as both strikes are for OTM. The options data indicates 16,000 as the resistance and 15,300 as the support for this series. Now to Bank Nifty. Maximum call open interest of 37,479 contracts was seen at 35,500 strike. This is followed by 36,000 strike, which holds 36,447 contracts, and 37,500 strike, which has accumulated 35,691 contracts. The call option of 37,500 strike has witnessed fresh OI addition of more than 23,232 contracts, and it holds cumulative open interest of 35,691 contracts. Maximum put open interest of 35,672 contracts was seen at 35,000 strike. This is followed by 34,500 strike, which holds 30,097 contracts, and 34,000 strike, which has accumulated 25,152 contracts. The put option of 35,000 strike has witnessed fresh OI addition of more than 16,492 contracts, and it also holds maximum cumulative open interest of 35,672 contracts. This indicates that the 35,000 strike will act as a good support for this series. Maximum percentage change of open interest was seen at the 37,600 strike on the call side and at the 36,200 strike on the put side. In fact, fresh OI addition was seen in at the money and in the money strikes on the put side, while only in at the money and out of the money strikes on the call side in both the indices. This reflects the underlying bullish sentiment. Prominent names such as Divis Labs, Bank of Baroda, and Fortis Healthcare will come out with their results today, and Aurobindo Pharma will come out with its results on Monday, 31st May. For 31st May, only one stock, Sun TV Network, is under the F&O ban period. Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram, and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab, so do not forget to check that from time to time.